Losing is tough. Things didn't go your way. Now, you're pointing your finger. In high drama stages, we blame others so naturally, it takes the center spotlight. Rewind 1991.
He can fire the shot heard round the world now. Here we go with 8 seconds to play. High drama here in the Super Bowl.
We'll explore later this gut-wrenching scene. It's a show we've all seen, where accountability takes a back seat and the blame game steals the show. Buckle up. I'm driving the team bus right on through Accusation Avenue. As we drive these winding roads of finger pointing and placing responsibility on others, hopefully you can begin to understand what it takes to not point fingers. Why we blame others so naturally? One need not to look any further than ourselves. We are psychologically wired to want to push our problems away from us. The blame can come from us wanting to gain control. It is also an emotional outlet. We avoid responsibility, freeing us of any repercussion. And we simply lack empathy. So how do we fix it? Start with showcasing role modeling behaviors, showcasing empathy. Let's examine that pivotal play in Super Bowl 25.
And now the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Giants in Super Bowl 25.
It's late in the fourth quarter. The stadium falls silent as the clock ticks down to 8 seconds as the Bills' offense gets a special teams unit onto the grass turf. The scoreboard displays a 1-point deficit. With mere seconds on the clock, the entire season rested on the shoulders of the kicker, Scott Norwood. Bills players on the sideline holding hands and interlocking arms up and down the sideline. Giants players kneeling, some not even wanting to watch. Others with eager eyes locked on to see Scott's kick of tension. Imagine trying to control your heartbeat as a living entity with a pulse that presumably quickens with every passing second until that snap comes and it's your time to deliver. Now, let's flex that empathy. A 47-yard field goal on grass to win the Super Bowl? Placing yourself there and seeing the difficult task at hand? The kick sealed the fate of the season in the most dramatic of fashions. The echoes of the final whistle, the dejected Bills players exiting, and the pure jubilation of the Giants players as they rush out onto the field. In that exact moment, in that exact time of January 27th, 1991, it's what the Buffalo Bills organization did. The way they handled the situation, that's what sets them apart from little 9-year-old me running and crying in the other room, blaming the lone kicker for this awful heartbreak. The team, in days and weeks that followed, stood at Scott's side and shouldered the loss on themselves. Players opened up to Scott personally and said they never should have been in that position in the first place. Hall of Fame head coach Marv Levy on the plane ride home. "Fight on, my men," says Sir Andrew Barton. "I am hurt, but I am not slain. I'll just lay me down and bleed a while, and then I'll rise and fight again." Even the city of Buffalo itself, 30,000 plus fans in the city square days after the game, chanting, "We want Scott." Well, the Bills didn't place blame on Norwood at all. In fact, they stuck with their guy that next season, and Scott was a hero in another lesser-known key situation. Norwood's AFC Championship clinching kick to seal a 10-7 victory over John Elway-led Denver Broncos and sending the Bills to their second Super Bowl. Looking back at the game itself, ESPN has 2 amazing films showing how the Bills handled the loss in The 4 Falls of Buffalo and the top 5 reasons you can't blame Norwood for losing Super Bowl 25. First off, the Bills' swagger level was a bit too high, and the partying lifestyle prior to the game shows how unfocused they might have been for the big game. Plus, you just gotta hand it to them. Giants head coach Bill Parcells and defensive coordinator Bill Belichick, yes, that same Bill Belichick, their blueprint to win the game was impeccable. The Bills averaged 28 points a game and had just put up 51 points in the AFC Championship game against the Raiders. The Bills' offense did not play to what they were being given as the Giants brought in a more pass-heavy approach defense. Surely evident in Thurman Thomas's rushing yards versus Jim Kelly's passing struggle, linked directly into Parcells and Belichick's blueprint was controlling the clock and limiting Buffalo's time of possession. The Giants held the ball for 40 minutes and 33 seconds to a mere 19 minutes and 27 seconds for the Bills. Blaming others, the fault line that could crack a team if you let it. My name's Billy Van Damme, and here on this channel, Victory Days, I'll continue my hard-working search into the life's challenges through sports, moments, and athletic idols.